Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on Bratz, Starrin Stylin. Now, as you know, Bratz, Starrin Stylin is a 2004 animated direct-to-video film that was produced by Kenny Group and released on DVD and video by 20th Century Box. And keep in mind, before Rock's Angels, that kind of had their own film series, Starrin Stylin, I would say, is more like a pilot, and being the first Bratz movie to be released on home video. And I do have a bit of a theory that the film Starrin Stylin was meant to be a pilot for a potential TV show that may have failed miserably. And you notice there's a lot more differences with characters and things that are a bit more different. So yeah, the premise of the film is meant to follow Chloe, Sasha, Jade, and Yasmin getting ready for prom night, as well as trying to do their sort of essay by their sort of art teacher. And of course, this is where we kind of see how the girls try to balance things in once. And this is also where I think the film does try to show you that the girls are just kind of trying to manage their lives, but at the same time having their own kind of slice of life adventure. Where we do kind of see how Jade has trouble with if she thinks she's lost her fashion sense. We see how Yasmin has more truths with a kind of gossip column that kind of becomes her kind of downfall. And I would say Chloe and Sasha and that are just kind of thrown in with no real story. And you notice how some characters do feel a little different, or some that do seem a little thrown in. Like Cameron just kind of being the non-Chloe potential boyfriend, Dylan who's kind of still the Roger to the series, but not a massive screw-up. And there's another character called Kobe who's kind of the IT guy and never really appeared in the Rock Angels films and the other spin-off films. And I would say the film itself is a little dull, but it's still trying to be a slice-of-life story. And again, we've seen slice-of-life stories still try to be entertaining, like Nickelodeon and Disney Doug. We always saw Doug going on misadventures, or kind of like that day-to-life problem. Or it's like looking at As Told by Ginger, as you kind of saw Ginger getting into her own problems and kind of realistic teen stuff. I think Starrin Stylin had the right approach, but at the same time, there's nothing really putting it on a high shelf. And I know on Bratz Wiki, it seems to hint as well that on the back of the sort of Bursting One feature, that there may have been plans to do another Starrin Stylin movie, or it was just kind of thrown in as a potential hint that there was going to be a TV series. And I kind of feel, at least with the animation, it's not bad, but there's some scenes that just look too realistic with the animated characters. And it did seem like, yeah, there was a lot of early personalities that didn't really fit what the characters were. Like Chloe not being an over-the-top drama queen. Yasmin not being a bit more yogurt-inspired. And I know sometimes when writing an early version for the characters, you are going to have early ideas that aren't going to work, or plans that you are going to fit in, or it's like doing a reboot. You want to fix up what an old series was and see if new fans do enjoy it. I think Bratz, Starrin Stylin had the right approach. It was more, in my opinion, and a bit of my theory, a failed TV series that didn't get off the ground and was made into a home video release. So I think it still deserves a thumbs in the middle. It has the right approach, but really, it's just wasted potential. So, comic reviewer here, signing out.